What's happening, my people? You know, right? It's going to start now. You know, we as people, we got to use our judgment and discernment and choosing what energies, because they are energies. You know, we got to stop looking at people as bodies. We got to start looking at people, at pretty much everything, for what it really truly is. And there's energy. We got to start looking at the energy of people, of places, and of things. Yes, we do. You know, I see it every day, man. You know, it's unfortunate. Things have definitely changed. And things will definitely continue to change. You know, there's a lot of people in the world today, in society, in humanity. It don't matter what country it is. It's happening in every country. It's happening in every city, every state, every county, every town. Anywhere there's people, it's happening. And you want to know what's happening? What's happening is that there are energies that are only here to sabotage another energy's forward movement, or their progress, or their destiny, or any path that they are on. There's a lot of energies out here that are here to, you know, attack you, attack me, attack our path. Distract us, limit our focus, our will. You know, like I said in my previous videos, get us to give up, to quit, to stray off the path. You know, there's a lot of energies that's here to do that. That's what society really needs to understand. You know, not on a biblical level, in a reality level. Because, you know, it's funny, right? You know, there's a lot of people who speak about, you know, I mean, it doesn't really matter, you know, religion. But there's a lot of people who read the Bible, for an example. They speak about it. They speak about the word. They speak about the doctrine, the text. But a lot of people who are still knee deep into religion and even spirituality, still the war around them, the unseen war around them, still evades them. That's happening all around us, everywhere we're at, in our communities, at the corner store, at the grocery store, at the post office, within our neighborhood, within our neighbors, within our family, within our political system, our law enforcement, the judicial system, the probate system, CPS. at the laundromat, pizza shop. I can go on and on and on. There's a lot of energies out here that's directly looking to tear people down. People, we got to prepare for that. We got to be prepared for that. Life is not fair. Do not get out here thinking that life owes you something. It will if you do the right thing. If we do the right thing, if our intentions are rooted in righteousness, then we deserve all the blessings in the world. We do. But it's time for humanity to wake up. It's time for society to wake up. It's time for everybody in each city, state, community to wake up. Because there's a lot of dark things going on in our communities. Really is. Some people do not know. A lot of people do. And a lot of people are not saying nothing. Because I understand that a lot of people have been benefiting off of the darkness that's been playing out in our cities and states, in our countries. It's happening in each country, each city, each state, in a different way. Everybody's raising awareness about each country in a different period of time, but they're not realizing that we're all oppressed in each country, even in America. See, America thinks, it's not everybody, but a lot of people in America think that, we can help everybody. We cannot even help ourselves right now. But people don't see this. Americans are oppressed too. Every country is oppressed in a different manner. Just because you can't see it doesn't mean you're not oppressed. A lot of people don't even know what oppression is because they've been so deep in it for so long. They've been living in oppression. They were born in oppression. A lot of people don't even know what it feels like to get out of it. Truly. There's a lot of dark energy going on in our city and state. See, I'm from Springfield, Massachusetts. And I can assure you, wherever you're at, there's another form of darkness that's playing out in exactly where you're at. I'm pretty sure I might even know what's going on too. It may not be the same exact thing that's going on where I'm at, but I'm sure it's very similar. See, we got I just don't understand how there's so many people missing. Women, men, children, and all, listen. Anybody in law enforcement who's really got their heart out there with good intentions, I commend you. You got my respect. But there's a lot of law enforcement that is and are the problem. It's just the truth. Just because someone has a badge, just because someone joins the military, respect to all veterans, but this has to be said too. Just because you are in the military or a police officer or of the law enforcement does not mean that you care about people. Does not mean that you care about justice. Does not mean that you're going to do your job at the best of your ability. Because a lot of people are taking these jobs, right? These positions of authority, and they're abusing that of power. They're using the power that they're getting from these positions, and they're using it to victimize people, to harm people, to harass people, to fraud people, to steal from people, and so on and so on. This is what's been going on. This is what is going on in our cities and states and communities. But a lot of people don't want to talk about it because a lot of people are involved. I'm going to talk about it. This is what's going on. This is what's holding our communities back. The oppression, the corruption, the injustice, the fraud. But motherfuckers don't want to talk about it. until you become a victim, until someone in your family is harmed or victimized, or it's you, then people want to become an activist. They want to raise awareness. They want to make a video. They want to post, oh, I was doing wrong. Why wait till then? They're going to do it to you anyways. See, even a lot of people that's working with these people, that's doing these things to us, a lot of people are affiliated with them. They don't even understand that they're going to turn their backs on them too. They don't get it. They just don't. Corruption, there's no rules when you're dealing with corruption and corrupt people. Even the people that's working with the people that's affiliated with the corruption are not safe. The people that are working together will turn their backs on the people that they're working with. They don't get it. Back to what I was saying about the missing people, women, children, and men. It's interesting how there's so many missing people every day. It's alarming. The only thing that law enforcement can do is put up pictures. Put up posters and pictures. Put up a video on Facebook or social media. Listen, I promise you right now, a lot of law enforcement know exactly where these children are. Yes, they do. They're not going to tell you. Because if they tell you, that means a lot of them are involved. And why they're missing in the first place. It's not just law enforcement. I'm not. But this is what's really going on here. You got to think logically. There's cameras almost everywhere. You know, I know there's some areas where, you know, they don't have anything. But there's surveillance. There's some form of surveillance fucking everywhere in America. We're not dumb. It doesn't add up. You got to do the math. The amount of people that's missing in just America. I'm not even talking about other countries. The amount of people that's missing in America, right? It doesn't add up to the amount of surveillance, to the amount of technology, to the amount of cameras and people that we have out here for people to just go missing like that and nobody knows what the fuck is going on. Motherfuckers ain't stupid. I'm not. Someone's lying. People are lying. I know people are profiting off of those missing people in many ways. We'll get to that in another video, but that's what's been going on. There's a lot of organized crime going on in our communities. And there's many people that you know are involved. Many of your friends, many of your family members, many teachers, people at schools, homeless shelters, you know, community centers, politicians, law enforcement, people in the judicial system, people at the corner store. It's ugly. There's a lot of people involved. You wouldn't even believe it. Well, some people will. But there's a lot of people involved in this organized crime bullshit. It's only getting worse. People are coming up missing for money. People are putting on life insurance policies on people's head and they don't even know it. And people are being taken out unalive for life insurance policies. Many people don't even know that they got a life insurance policy on them. Shit is crazy. So you mean to tell me, right? Someone can go put a life insurance policy on you. You don't even know it. They can take your ass out and collect on that policy. Yes, they can. People do it. People have been doing it. Yes, they have. Organ trafficking. That's why I'm trying, listen, especially my melanated people, really all people, but do not become an organ donor. Do not become an organ donor until you really understand what's going on, what they do with your organs, what their intentions are, because what they tell you is not the truth. They're going to tell you any surface level bullshit ass story to evade for what they're really going to do with your organs. That's also why many people go missing too. It's another reason why. If people don't start doing something about what's going on in the communities, listen, everybody can't be involved with organized crime, cults, and, the trafficking and shit like that. Listen, what happens when it hits your family? What happens when it hits one of your loved ones? What happens to hit your daughter or your son? What happens then? A lot of you gonna go crazy. A lot of you gonna go do something and right in jail. And I understand. But we're trying to prevent those things from happening by speaking out and making videos like this. Because I could be doing something else with my time, really. Because I realize that a lot of people don't give a fuck about what's going on in the community. They don't. I do. I give a fuck about what's going on in my community. I do. Why would I not? I live there. My family lives there. My people live there. Why would you not care about what's going on in your community? Why would you not be a part of what's going on in your community? Why would you not? I know a lot of people don't give a fuck, but I'm not a lot of people. You're not a lot of people. Real niggas, real women, real men, they give a fuck. They do. Not about everything, but we have things that we give a fuck about. And we give a fuck about real shit. Real niggas give a fuck about the environment, nature, the community, the animals. Their people. I don't know what's going on with people in general these days, that they don't give a fuck about their people, their family, their friends, the animals, nature, society. Listen, you ain't gotta agree with everybody. You don't. You don't have to agree with it, and we're not supposed to. We're all different, even though we are all one at the end of the day, but we're all different, and we're meant to maintain that difference and express those differences. Because our differences, we're like puzzle pieces. We're each one of us are puzzle pieces in a big ass puzzle. And we're all needed. Each piece is a different characteristic, different shape, different size, could be different color, so on and so on. That's for every person out here. We all have different talents, gifts, interests. Even if you don't know it, even if you haven't unlocked it yet, you can unlock it. A lot of people are just one step away from unlocking their gifts. Sometimes it's that simple of just moving away from some shit, moving away from somebody, moving away from an energy, a person, a place, or a thing. Getting away from some shit that's not meant for you. Sometimes it's that simple. Really. A lot of times we gotta do the simple shit. The simple things are actually the biggest things. People think you gotta go out here and grind, bust your ass, and work real hard until you're fucking burnt out. That's self-sabotage. That's not how it's supposed to work. We do grind. We do work hard. But you also gotta value rest. Rest is not optional. It's mandatory. It is. You need rest. You have to rest. Have you ever went, I know many of you probably haven't noticed, A lot of people who work a lot, who grind a lot, go about two, 3 weeks without insufficient rest. You'll start becoming real irritable. You'll start getting real pissed off, real snappy at people. That's because you haven't got any rest. You'll start losing your strength. That's because you haven't got any rest. You know, your neurological senses will start to diminish. That's because you haven't got any rest. Rest is mandatory. I can go on. You know, but I found that out too. By experience, rest is mandatory. So, my people, we gotta rest. See, these are the things that I've learned that actually helped improve my life. You know, I like to have fun too. People may see my videos and may see me all say, oh, he's boring. All he would do is talk about this stuff. Listen, I like to have fun too. But I also understand where we're at in life right now. I also understand the timeline that we're out at right now and what's going on and what's happening and what's been happening. We got to get shit moving with our spirit, with our energy, with our mindset, with our thoughts and our behavior. Shit gonna get ugly out here because there's been a lot of lies that's been upheld by many people, places, and things, and it's all gonna come crashing down. And people should prepare for that as best as they can. You know, there's a lot of lies in terms of religion, politics, you know, healthcare, education, history. It's all coming out. You can see it. If you see it every day, people are getting exposed left and right for things that they were doing in the past that they thought they was going to get away with, or they thought they covered up. People are getting caught up for a lot of the things that they've been hiding. You know, they really are. Things are changing. Things have changed. The world is different. The world is different, so it's time to be different. We can't be the same people in a new world. We can't be the same energies in a new world. We got to be different. We got to upgrade. We need upgrades. See yourself in a video game as a player. You need upgrades. You need new powers. You need to level up. You don't go to the next level. Well, you can, but you don't go to the hardest levels with the same abilities and powers. You get new ones. You gain new weapons, new tactics, new abilities. That's what we got to do in real life. It's that simple. Everybody can do it. Everybody can do it. It don't matter where you're from, what you've been through, how dark it's got for you, what you got into. If you want to change, you can do it. I promise you. You can. Whatever it is. If you want to lose weight, you can do that. If you want to get stronger, you can do that. If you want to gain weight, you can do that. If you want to work on whatever talent you have, you can do that. Whatever dream you have, you can do that. A lot of people are insecure, but the thing is, people don't understand that we all are insecure. We all have insecurities. We do. I've had them. I had a lot of them. Plenty. But I also learned that we all have them. And that what we do is we just work on ourselves. Whatever you don't like about yourself, whatever I didn't like about myself, or I wanted to improve, you know what I learned? You know what I did? I learned to accept myself first. You got to accept yourself. It doesn't matter what you look like, what you feel like, what you've been through. Accept yourself. Then once you accept yourself, you can move forward. You can start to move forward. You can prove every day. It's not going to happen quick. You know, you got to have patience. You know, if you don't have patience, it's going to be a rough road for you. It really is. I'm just being real. If you don't have patience, when you're trying to grow, when you're trying to heal, when you're trying to achieve shit, if you don't have patience, it's going to be rough. You're going to be pissed the fuck off. You're going to be irritated. Learn to have patience. That's what I did because I didn't have a lot of patience, mainly with myself. I always had patience with other people, but a lot of times it's different. You know, when you have things, when it comes to self, I had to learn to have patience with myself. You know, I was impatient with myself, so I learned that. Always have patience with yourself. Give yourself compassion. You know, we all been through shit. A lot of people have been through some dark shit. Some things that they may not be ready to speak about. You know, there's a lot of dark things that I have been through too. You know, I'm speaking about them. I encourage you to speak about it because it's also people want to say that don't put your business out there into the streets, but a lot of times, right, you're setting yourself free. It's a form of self-therapy by doing a video like this. I do these videos for myself and for other people to encourage people from my experiences and the things that I've been through. Because I know the things I've been through, someone out there probably has been through a similar occurrence, you know? So that's why I make them. So try to make videos. It's a form of therapy. It's healing. After you know, I noticed that after I make videos and I speak about some of the things I've been through and I tell my stories, I feel lighter. I feel better. You know, my nervous system feels better. I encourage you to make a video. If you don't want to put one up, I know a lot of people are nervous if you don't want to put one up on the internet, but practice one. Do one in the privacy, you know, wherever you at. You don't got to upload it. Do a practice video. And if you're comfortable uploading it, fuck it, do it. I encourage you to do it. Because I encourage people to upload their videos because you never know who may see it. You never know who may be inspired or encouraged by something that you said or something that you've been through or a story that you told. You never, it's really like that because that's how it was for me. I watch people's stories too all the time. I listen to what people say all the time. Like I'm telling you, post your story. If you post it, I'll listen. I'll watch it. People out here trying to grow. We're trying to get shit right. You know, not be going through negativity and low vibrations and pain all the time. Motherfuckers need some upliftment, some positivity. So that's what I be about. Make your video, post your video. I encourage you. So yeah, these are some of the things that I do to boost myself and uplift myself and grow. You know, change your diet. You know, I know people don't want to hear it, but start slow. Eat some fruits, vegetables. Try if you want, if you can challenge yourself, try to cut out meat. It's challenging, but you got to be up for challenges and see challenges as fun. You see challenges as fun, you'll be more up for them. You know, you gotta like try to train your mind to see those challenges, to see things that you really don't want to do as just fun things, and see it as something that's healthy for you. See it as something that's really going to help you grow. You know, I'm just trying to just provide some things that I've been using to help grow, to help heal, because people need encouragement. You know, people need upliftment. You know, nobody, like I said, nobody wants to see bullshit all day. I don't. Nobody wants to see fucking violence or drama or gossip or negativity all day. People need positivity. People need to be uplifted. If you have a bad day, if you're going through some shit, if you've been through something, if you lost your job, or lost a relationship, or a pet, or anything, whatever, motherfuckers need some upliftment sometime. Not more negativity, not more hate, not more gossiping. So this is what one thing that I do. I try to provide that. But I keep it real. I'm not going to lie to nobody. I'm not going to tell no stories. No fake stories. I'm keeping shit real. Just like life did to me. Life kept it real with me. Life kept it 1,000 with me. So I'm going to keep it 1,000 with everybody else. Shit can get real ugly out here if you take the wrong step. Step right out here. Work on your healing, growing, your spirit. Find something fun to do. That's not, I know a lot of people tend to gravitate to like alcohol, marijuana, and to me, like, there's nothing wrong with that. But you got to learn how to balance that out, really. You got to get to, if you're going to drink and if you're going to smoke, because to be honest, we're all adults here. And I'm going to do what I want to do, to be honest. And I know you are too. But the thing is, right, we want to encourage people to do things in a healthy manner. See, I was smoking, like, a couple years ago, I noticed I was smoking heavy. But I was smoking because I was stressed. And I told myself, right, if I'm going to smoke, or if I'm going to have a drink, right, it's not going to be because I'm stressed. It's not because I'm going through some shit. It's because I want to have one. It's going to be because I'm happy. And I'm going to enjoy myself. I don't want to smoke weed because I'm stressed or I'm pissed the fuck off or I'm going through some shit. Sometimes, it helps when you do, but I don't want that to be the reason. Majority of the time, you feel me? Because that's when it becomes negative. That's when a lot of times it can become toxic. Because that energy transfer, look where that energy is going. You're coming off with a negative mindset, negative energy. And you're smoking, and you're drinking, and that energy is transferring through that blunt, through that weed. Weed is a plant. It has vibrations. Alcohol, it has vibrations. Water, it does. It's going into our body. And what happens is that anger is going into the weed. Anger is going into the water, to the alcohol. It's going right into our body. And it's manifesting more anger into our being, into our body, into our vessel. And it's projecting outward into the environment. That's what happens a lot of times. That's why we got to be careful. If we do choose to drink, if we do choose to smoke, we got to be aware of what mind state we're in, what emotions we're carrying, what feelings that we have currently. It really all affects it. Because I noticed, right? That's why I cut down on drinking years ago. I cut that down, And I made sure, too, I never have a drink when I'm pissed off or angry. I made sure because you have to understand what's going on. A lot of people go out in the deep end to go out and do some crazy shit and some stupid shit. You just get yourself locked up or in a tough position or predicament just because they're angry and they go have a drink. And from that anger and go and have a drink, they end up going to do something after that they probably wouldn't have done had they made a different choice with their anger. Feel me? So my people, we got to be more aware. Because I don't know about you, but there's always going to be people that don't like us, but I don't like seeing my people melanated people or any people, because I care about all people. But I care about my melanated people because a lot of my melanated people have been done wrong. But I care about all people. I don't want to see people locked up. I don't want to see people in jail throwing their lives away just because they had one brief moment of anger. A lot of people's lives are thrown away just because of that shit. One brief moment of anger can cost you 25 years or more or your whole life. It can happen in seconds, minutes, hour, or a day. Happen real fast. We as people have to learn how to manage our anger. Manage your anger doesn't mean you're a punk. Doesn't mean you're a bitch. It doesn't mean you're a pussy or none of that stuff. Excuse my language, but this is how people feel. Learn to control your anger. Not because you're a punk or nothing like that. You're not a punk. You don't got to prove nothing. Get to the point of where you ain't got to prove nothing out here. You know you can defend yourself. See, the thing is, I don't be getting caught up in nothing like that because, I know I can't beat up everybody in the world. I'm not the toughest guy in the world. But the thing is, right, I will defend myself against anybody. And I can defend myself against anybody. And I will. I'm not out here looking for no fight or no drama. But my ego is intact where I don't even have to be thinking about that type of shit. Always, every day, right? You got to know where your mindset is. Every second, every minute, every hour. Where's your mindset? Where's your thoughts going? How are they flowing? What kind of energy do you have running through your mind, through your spirit, through your body? This shit matters. The world is energy, frequency, and vibrations. People are not understanding that enough. The music too. A lot of people need to change the music that they're listening to. I'm not telling nobody what to do. This is all encouragement. Notice the difference when you listen to certain music. Notice your feelings. A lot of people need to take a break from the music that they're listening to. You need to get on some jazz. You need to get on some classical music. You need to get back on R&B. Not all the sexual R&B. There's nothing wrong with it, but like, you got to know where your mindset is at. Your mind shouldn't be always on sex. Your mind shouldn't always be on negativity. Your mind shouldn't always be on any type of low vibration, thought, action, way of thinking, or being. Your mind should always be balanced. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with having sex. There's nothing wrong with drinking. There's nothing wrong with smoking. It's your mindset, your intentions. That's what it's about. A lot of people are not responsible enough to do certain things on an emotional and spiritual level. It doesn't mean that anyone is better than anyone else. People can achieve these attributes and characteristics, but you got to start somewhere. We all didn't know how to drive at a point, right? We all obtained our licenses. Some of us went to driving school. Some of us learned with our parents or our family or whatever the case may be. However you learned, you learned. People need to start, and people need to wake up. Everybody has the ability to learn some shit, even if you don't know it. Think about that. We all didn't know how to drive. What happened? You learned. Regardless of what intelligence level that you think you at, you learned it. Most of us will learn how to ride a bike. Did you not? Yes. I learned too. We have the ability to learn how to do shit. We're like computers. Stop underestimating yourself. A lot of people really believe that they can't do nothing. Oh, I can't do that. I can't. Yes, you can. You can do it. Even if you don't know how, even if you you haven't done it before, you can do it. Practice. We all have the ability to learn. Repetition. Our bodies, our minds, our spirits are a lot stronger, are a lot more, have a lot more ability than most people know, believe, or think. You can change. You can get better. You can upgrade. You can improve. You can learn. Shit you thinking about doing, shit you always wanted to do, you can do that. Why are you not doing that? Oh, because of this. Oh, because of fuck that. Ain't fuck all that, man. See, a lot of people had dreams, had passions, talents. They let other things, I'm not going to say let, because shit happens, my people. Sometimes you have no choice. Sometimes situations hit you, and you have no choice but to put certain things aside. But the thing is, right? There's nothing wrong with that. I had to do that too. We can come back to it. A lot of people can sing. A lot of people can draw. A lot of people are comedians. A lot of people are good storytellers, writers, musicians, artists, painters. A lot of people can build shit, create shit, design shit, model shit, encourage people, speak to people, motivate people. Everybody has a lane. Everybody has an avenue. Everybody has a talent and a gift. But if you're distracted on something else, if your mind is on something else, how are you going to discover your talents? How are you going to unlock them? And how is it anyone else's fault if you don't take the time to at least acknowledge that you got them in the first place? Okay, then you acknowledge them, then it's up to you, it's up to me, it's up to us to unlock them and take it further. Listen, everybody's gifted. Really are. In a different way, though. In a different way. We all have the right to expand and express our gifts. But a lot of people ain't doing that. A lot of people are allowing their community to take them out on the deep end. A lot of people are allowing their friends or families to take them out on the deep end. Or drugs, or alcohol, or an addiction, or in a relationship, a woman, or man. Some money, a mindset. Letting that shit take y'all on the deep end. That shit been happening for too long. Women have been letting men take them out on the deep end, ruin their lives. Men letting women take them out on the deep end, ruin their career, ruin their lives. Family and friends ruining our lives, taking us out on the deep end, and us allowing it. We gotta stop being so attached to people. A lot of people ain't attached to us as you think that they are. A lot of people are just using us for money, for energy, for image, for whatever they can use you for, or they're using you for. They're using you for something, even if you don't know it. We got to get away from people and get into ourselves. Once we get into ourselves, we learn ourselves, we know ourselves, then we're prepared to be out here around other people. We got to go in so we're prepared for what's going on out. That's what we got to do. Because it's important to speak about these type of things, because like the youth, like I see it's ugly out here. Like I commend the parents out here that's really doing the job out here, because the parenting as humanity, as society, is lacking. And listen, I'm sure people can agree with me. I'm not putting nobody down. Everyone's trying, everyone's doing what they got to do, but I'm not gonna say everybody, because everybody ain't trying. Because a lot of people just, they just ain't shit. A lot of people just don't give a fuck about their kids. And they only give a fuck about themselves and their pockets, in their money, in their image, in their fucking ego. A lot of people are sacrificing their kids, trafficking or prostituting their kids, doing a lot of dark things to their fucking kids. I was one of those kids. That's why I speak out. That's why I make videos. Because I have fucked up parents that did a whole bunch of dark, demonic shit to me, as well as other people and children. Somebody gotta say something, though. Somebody gotta say it. But we all gonna be quiet about it? Yeah, it's dark. Yeah, it's fucked up. Yeah, people have been sexually abused. Women, men, children in the family, by their own mothers, by their own fathers, by their own family members, uncles, aunts. We got to talk about it. We got to get it out. It's going to keep going if people don't say nothing. I'm not scared. I don't give a fuck. We got to talk about this shit. Why is there sexual abuse going on at the hands of our own family members? Let's talk about that. Because I'm talking about everything. I'll lay it all on the line. Why is there sexual abuse going on at the hands of our mothers, fathers, uncles, aunts, so-called loved ones that people have been keeping secret for a very long time? Why is our uncles, fathers, and men in the family getting family members pregnant, getting cousins pregnant, sisters, daughters pregnant? What's going on? Why is there incest running around in our families? What's going on with that? How come nobody want to say nothing about that? This is this type of stuff we got to talk about. Yeah, it's dark. Yeah, it's ugly. Yeah, it's messed up, but somebody got to say it. Somebody got to face it. See, my people, I don't run from nothing. And I encourage you not to run from nothing either. There's nothing to run from. There's nothing to be scared of. A lot of these people are cowards. A lot of these energies are weak, are punks. They only thrive off fear. Putting fear, provoking fear into people. There ain't shit to be scared of. I ain't scared of a motherfucker. I'm facing anybody and everybody about this shit. Pedophilia, sexual abuse, myself being illegally adopted, because I've been making the videos about myself being illegally adopted in Springfield, Massachusetts, which I am. You know, my people, for anybody who's listening. I am illegally adopted, and I've been fighting this for a long time in Springfield, Massachusetts, because they've been covering us up. I ain't going to go too long about that because that's for another time. But my people, we got to start speaking up. I know it's tough. I know it's hard. But think about it. Think about your family. Think about your friends. Think about the care. If you have people that you care about, right? They could be sexually abused. They could be being victimized in private and secret. A lot of people know, and a lot of people ain't saying nothing about it. Well, I got to tell you something. If anybody who knew or knows that I'm being sexually abused or victimized in any type of way, motherfucker, you ain't my friend, you ain't a family member, you ain't a motherfucking thing in my life. If you can't speak up, see, that's the point we got to get. If somebody can't speak up for you or help you out or assist you, sit there. I see a lot of motherfuckers will just watch you get fucked up. A lot of people will just watch you get abused. A lot of people will just watch somebody do something to you. They will. They'll know your mother or father beating the shit out you, sexually abusing you, the whole family, and they won't say nothing. They'll be keeping a secret. And a lot of people are getting paid to keep the secrets. Oh, they're getting beat up. They're getting sexually abused. Oh, I'm not going to say nothing because I'm getting $500 a month and I need the money. So I'm going to keep my mouth quiet. I don't respect nobody that's keeping their mouth shut for payments while someone's being sexually abused or abused, period, or victimized. I don't respect nobody that's doing that. And if I'm talking to you, I'm sorry, I don't respect you. I hope you change. I hope you see a different way. Because what if it's your family? What if it's someone that you love? Then you're ready to go crazy. That's a contradiction. That's a mental illness. See, people out here are ready to do anything else to someone else's family member, but then when someone does it to them, oh, then it's a violation, or then they got to do something, oh, then it's a problem. But it's not a problem when you're doing it to other people and other families. People want to talk about this mental illness shit, throw this mental illness shit around. Motherfuckers don't know what a mental illness is. Let me tell you what a mental illness is, right? Let me tell you what a mental illness is, right? You want to know what a mental illness is, right? A mental illness is pedophilia. Someone who's molesting and sexually abusing women, men, and children. That's a mental illness. A mental illness is someone doing something to you or your family member in a harmful way. But when something is done to them or their family member, they become the victim. That's a mental illness. A mental illness is our so-called own people selling us out for money every day. That's a mental illness. You want to talk about the Black Panthers? You want to talk about all these movements and revolutions and revolutionary people? Well, guess what? They were sold out by their own people. Forget about the white man. Forget about the oppressors. They were sold out by their own people before all that happened. They're not going to tell you that, though. A lot of people still alive today that done sold out their own people. And they shouldn't be. Yeah, I said it. They shouldn't be alive today. I don't respect a sellout. I don't respect someone that can get up on a mic, speak real nice, talk positive, have all these nice speeches, talk about what they're going to do for this people in that community, in this city, state, whatever. And then behind closed doors, they're committing fraud upon their own people. They're stealing their own people. They're robbing their own people. They're selling out their own people for money, for popularity, for status, for a position. That's a mental illness. These are real mental illnesses. These people want to throw this mental illness, oh, let's have mental illness awareness month. They don't know shit about no mental illness. Half the motherfuckers that's working in these facilities speaking about mental illness need to be in the positions where those people really are. They need to swap. Because they're the ones who's really mentally ill. Yeah, they are. Talking that bullshit, mental illness. A lot of people are frauding people, victimizing people, harming people in these institutions that they are saying that are here to help and assist people in poverty or with mental illnesses or whatever the case may be. The people that claim to help people are the people that's hurting people. I'm just going to say it to you. The people that's claiming to help people are the people that's hurting people in secret. That's what's going on. They're hiding it. They're hiding it very well. That's what's going on in our communities. There's a bunch of gaslighting. There's a bunch of lies. That's why I don't respect politics. That's why I don't vote. Oh, you don't vote, you're probably the problem. I just laugh. Matter of fact, I don't even laugh. I don't even say nothing because I know they don't know what they're talking about. I know they don't. Voting is bullshit. Like I said in my other video, voting can work, but not the way it is right now. What the fuck are we voting for? Voting for another liar. I'm mainly talking about our local elections. Really. Our local elections. What are we doing? We need to start critical thinking. We need to go back to using common sense. I'm not saying nobody has common sense, and I'm not saying nobody's critical thinking. I said we need to go back because we stopped. We got to go back to doing it. We need to really think about what these people are saying and actually pay attention to what they're doing. Because these actions, these words and actions are not aligning as to what's going on in our cities, states, and communities. They can talk all day. They can have votes all day. They can speak on a podium all day. The cities are still the same. The communities are still the same. As a matter of fact, they've gotten worse. How come no one's waking up and realizing that communities, the cities and states of America, mainly because that's where I'm at, I'm sure in other countries too, yes, it's gotten worse too. What are we voting for when things are getting worse? That's my question to you. People ask me why I don't vote. Why do you vote when things are not getting better? What does it take for you not to vote? What will it take for you not to vote? They're not doing nothing for us, my people. I'm not talking about just black people. My people, when I be speaking, I speak for everybody. I care about white people. I care about black people. I care about Spanish, Dominican, Haitian, Asian, Indian, African. I don't care if you're blue, yellow, turquoise, magenta. I don't care where you live at. I don't care if you got a car. I don't care if you got no teeth. I don't care if you broke. I don't care if you got any eyes. I don't care what you got or what you don't got. I do this, I speak, I encourage for everybody. I try to uplift, I do it for everybody. A lot of people don't see it the same way, but I don't care what a lot of people are seeing because a lot of people can't see. I don't care about what a lot of people are thinking because a lot of people ain't thinking. It's not arrogance, it's the truth. I'm not arrogant. I'm not at all. Far from it. This is the most I spoke in my entire life. People just don't know. A lot of people just meet me. But this is the most I've spoken in my entire life. But I'm in a position where I got to speak. I'm in a position where I got to say certain things. Because if I didn't, I'd be doing a disservice to my people. I'd be doing a disservice to my community. I'd be doing a disservice to what I believe in, what I stand for, and who I am and who I'm becoming. I'll be doing a disservice if I don't say nothing. If I sit down, if I don't say nothing like all these other motherfuckers out here that's not saying nothing about what's going on in our communities. Sitting down and being affiliates to the destruction of their own people. It's our own people that's against us. It's not the white people. It is, but it's not. It is, but it's not. Our own people are against us. For whatever the reason it is. Jealousy, money, popularity, stupid shit. Oh, shit, her nose is cuter than mine. Oh, her hair is longer than mine or a better color and her eyes are a lighter shit. People would be mad about you for some dumb shit. Like It's so dumb, you might not even pay attention to it. People are jealous and envious. It will sell you out. People will kill you or have you killed just because they're jealous of your appearance. It's the dumbest shit in the world. It's the most insecure shit in the world. But this really happens. This needs to be spoken about. What's wrong with people? Why are people ready to harm people because they're insecure? That shit is crazy. Why are people ready to harm people because they're insecure? Can somebody please tell me in the comments or something? I gotta know. This jealousy shit is out of control, my people. A lot of our own people are jealous of each other. For what? We all trying to go somewhere. We all are oppressed. Just because someone has a car or jewelry or more money than you or whatever you think they got, it don't mean shit. That's all surface level shit. In the Matrix. See, my people, a lot of people don't understand that they're fighting and they're jealous of people for things that don't even make a difference. They're jealous of you over shit that's not even really real, or it doesn't have, I'm not going to say it doesn't real, but it doesn't have substance. There's nothing backing it spiritually. I don't give a fuck if anybody got more money than me. I don't care if anybody has a nicer car or a car at all better than me. I don't care who looks better than me. I don't care who can sing better than me or can do this better than me or can do that or look, whatever. I don't care. My people, we all have something to bring to the table. Physically, spiritually, mentally. But if you don't look for that, if we're constantly looking and competing and comparing to something or someone else, how are you going to find your shit? How are you going to unlock your gifts, your talents, or the beauty within you, or whatever you got going on that's hidden? Because we all got hidden shit within us. We all got hidden gifts. We all got hidden talents. A lot of people have not unlocked nothing about themselves. A lot of people have talents right now that are still hidden. They're hidden because whatever they're doing, whatever mindset they're in, have suppressed those talents and gifts. If you get yourself to a level where you're healing, where you're at a point, your balance, they will unlock. They will start to unlock. And you'll be able to expand on them. That's what we got to do. There's no reason for us to be out here being jealous. There's no reason for us to be out here to be envious. We all got shit going on for ourselves. We all can have shit going on for ourselves. In reality, we all need each other. I don't know everything. You don't ever know everything. Every one of us has a skill, has a talent, has intelligence, has a piece of information that they can provide to someone else or to something else to better their life. I may need that. I'm going to need that. Someone's going to need that. Why can't people think like that? Why is everybody on some competing shit all the time? Awesome. Oh, he got this. Oh, he think he all that. Oh, he got. Oh, fuck all that bullshit, all that hating shit. Grow the fuck up. It's time for people to be mature. I know people probably ain't gonna like me. I don't give a fuck. Somebody got to say it. There ain't no reason for people to be jealous and envious all the time. This is why shit like the Black Panthers went down. It ain't all because of the CIA and the FBI. It's because our own motherfucking people. They don't even want to tell you. Some of these people are still alive that done threw our own people under the bus. Throw our own positive movements under the bus. All because of jealousy. All because of envy. All because a nigga got mad because someone had this or had a girl. Or, man, fuck that shit. Listen, I would never allow myself to be jealous of another man or another woman. I'm not going to be jealous of another woman. That's crazy. But I would never be jealous of another man for nothing. Why would I would never lower myself. That should be one of the sacred rules for men. Thou shalt not be jealous of another man. Why would I be jealous of another man? For, go get your shit, bruh. We all can go get it. Yes, we can. In our own different way. We all can go get it. We can't be, but the thing is, right, our people are distracted. We're letting distractions take us out. We're letting women, not just men too, women too. We're letting relationships take us out. A lot of my people, a lot of us are allowing intimate relationships to take us out. A lot of these relationships, a lot of these people that we dating don't give a fuck about us. They're only there for money. They're only there for sex. They're only there for energy. They're only there to get something from you. Once they're done, they're going to leave you dry and they're going to go get it from someone else and do the same thing to them. The best thing to do, right? Because I know from experience, trust me, like, I've been through some real crazy shit. Like, real crazy shit. Like, shit that people won't even know is possible. Nightmare type shit, bruh. That's why I make these videos and I try to tell these stories and I try to advise people and make people aware of some of the pitfalls and traps that's happening. It's all everywhere in the community. Bruh, if you, listen, my brother, my sister, if you take the wrong step, it can get real ugly out here. Especially dating. I had to learn the hard way. A lot of the people I was dating didn't give a fuck about me. And it's okay. I don't care. I don't have no hate for them. I don't. But it's the thing is, right, I had to learn that lesson so I can move on. You know? I'm not hurting. I'm not none of that. I'm not worried about none of that. I've been over that. But the thing is, you have to learn a lesson so you don't have to keep going through that. A lot of people want to ride. Some people will get out of a relationship. A lot of people will get out of a toxic relationship, right? They'll end up going right back into one. And they'll be so hard on themselves. They're like, damn, fuck. You know, they start beating themselves down and wondering why they, you know, they keep meeting these people. It's not always just you. It's not you. It's not us a lot of times. See, we gotta understand that there's all messed up people out here. But at the same time, right, we have to apply those lessons that we learn from those past experiences that got us jammed up, that's got us fucked up. Listen, if someone's been cheating on you, right, listen, I know you want to give chances. I know you want to give opportunities, right? But if someone's cheating on you, right, if you have the opportunity to do so, I know people are in certain circumstances. You have the opportunity to get away. You have to end. Listen, we got to be mature enough. Listen, we're mature enough to start a relationship. We got to be mature enough to end a relationship. It goes both ways. If you can start a relationship, you got to be able to end a relationship. And I don't know negative shit. You got to end it without arguing, without fighting, without trying to shoot somebody. That don't make no sense. Learning from the things that you've been through in the past, the things you experienced in the past is what you got to do. You got to apply it. And you got to apply it consistently. Because when you let up is when you run into those reciprocal patterns that happened in the past. You're like, damn, oh, fuck. Then you start beating yourself down. Instead of beating yourself down, all you got to do is keep your foot on the gas pedal with those boundaries, with those standards, with keeping people out that have no good intentions for you. That's all we got to do. You ain't got to cuss nobody out. You ain't got to fight nobody or uppercut nobody or throw the hands or square up with nobody. If you have to, do it. But you ain't got to do none of that. All you got to do is uphold boundaries. All you got to do is say no. All you got to do is say, I'm good. I moved on. I'm not with that. I'm not interested. That's not me no more. I don't want to be affiliated with that type of stuff no more. You need to do that. You need to do that for yourself, for your energy. Forget your friends. Stop doing stuff for your friends, for your family. Don't even do nothing for your kids. You got to do it for you. Because if you don't do it for yourself first, it's not going to work the way it's supposed to work. A lot of people really believe that, oh, I got to do this for my kids. I got to do this for them. That. No, it don't work like that. I commend you for the effort. I commend you for the warrior spirit. But the truth is, you got to do it for you. Because through doing it for you, you're going to have all the power to do it for everybody else that you choose. Whoever you choose to do it for, after you done it for you, that's on you. I ain't got nothing to do with that. But I encourage you to do it for you first. Because through doing it for you, you can do anything for anybody else. So you choose. Got to do things for us. Getting out of these relationships that's not for us is primary. A lot of people's careers are sidetracked because of a relationship. Don't mean that you don't have to get into one. You got to choose better. And if you get into a relationship that's not good for you, you got to get out of it. Don't wait 3 months. Don't wait 2 months. Don't wait a month. Don't even wait a week. As soon as people are on some bullshit or some nonsense, as soon as someone shows you that their behavior is going to be consistent in negativity, in low vibrations or intentions, they got to go. That quick. Snap of a finger. You got to be like that. Oh, as soon as somebody on some bullshit, oh, you got to go. Just like that. They got to, oh, the person's like, oh my God, you cut me up so fast. It's got to be like that. Cut a motherfucker off quick. Because people are on bullshit. They don't care. They'll play all day. You got to let people know they're not going to play in your face. Because they'll try you. They will. People don't care who you are. They don't. They don't care. They don't care. They will try you. Yes, they will. They will try you. Just set boundaries. Just uphold standards. You know? That's all we got to do. See, a lot of people also too, they feel that they are only able to date certain people or a certain class of people or a certain energy. That's not true. You only feel that way because of the level of energy that you're at right now. That's why you need to upgrade your energy. That's why you need to upgrade your spirit, your mindset, your thoughts, your behavior. You need to upgrade completely. Because once you upgrade completely, the relationships upgrade too. A lot of people are not willing to upgrade, but they want the upgraded relationships. That's a contradiction. You can't. It's another form of mental illness. Sorry. You can't do it like that. It don't work like that. If you want a better relationship, you gotta meet it. You ain't gotta be perfect. You don't, man. You really don't. It's not about perfection. It's about effort and intentions and energy. Authenticity. That's what it's about. Never perfection. We live in an imperfect world. It's not about that. Consistency, effort, determination, motivation, integrity. A lot of us deserve a healthy relationship. A lot of us never had that, not even with our family. A lot of us came out the womb in toxicity. Raised by demons. Raised by the wolves. A lot of us grew up in nothing but negativity, and that's okay. But the thing was, I hope and I encourage you to get to that point where you come to that realization, and from that realization, knowing that it's okay, you accept yourself and you learn that you can grow and move forward and unlearn those behaviors. Because we all, none of us are susceptible to unlearning behaviors. We all have behaviors that we got to unlearn from our childhood, from what we've seen, what we experience. We all have toxic behaviors or patterns or thoughts in some form that we got to break free. So Don't think other people ain't going through some stuff because you see them flossing, you see them, they got money or they got this. Listen, most people who got shit, who are flossing, celebrities, most of them are insecure. It's the truth. People got money, people are singing or looking the happiest and having the happiest time. Most of them are insecure. They're battling that internally inside, and there's nothing wrong with that. People got to understand that there's nothing wrong with insecurities. We all are insecure. Yes, we are. In some form, we all are. People don't want to admit that. Yes, we are. You got to get away from that. Accept yourself. Love yourself. Accept yourself for who you are. Accept yourself for what you look like. Accept yourself for the weight that you're at. Accept yourself for your skin complexion. Accept yourself. And then, once you accept yourself, move forward. Work on yourself. You, whatever it is, you want clearer skin? You can do that. Work on it. Research tips and things for clearer skin. You want to grow your hair? Your hair can grow. People understand, like, it's not the end of the world with a lot of shit when it comes to your physical appearance. That's why a lot of people are too caught up on that shit, that physical shit. But I understand, because there's nothing wrong with looking good, and a lot of people want to look good. You can. But you got to work on that. People got to understand it takes work, man. It does. Shit ain't going to happen overnight. Shit ain't going to be like, poof, come out the air, and then all of a sudden you look good. Wake up tomorrow, oh my God, now I look good. It's not going to work like that unless you're doing plastic surgery. For the people that won't have that, we got to do natural remedies, skincare routines. Listen, even if you're a man, it's not about being gay, about nothing like that. Men take care of themselves, just like women do. You got to take care of your skin. You got to take care of your hair. You got to take care of your nails and things that we overlook. Women are going to do that. Also, women too. I also want to encourage my women, because I know I'm going all over the place because I like to talk about everything. But I want to encourage women. A lot of women are beautiful. I can say a lot of women are beautiful. All women are beautiful. But what I'm trying to say is that a lot of women you don't need makeup as much as you think that you do. You really don't. A lot of women, right, look better without makeup than they do with. And a lot of people, and I be want to tell a lot of women too. I do. I be seeing women, they be putting, I don't mind it because I know it's a cosmetic. They like to do it. And I understand that. I do. Ain't nothing wrong with it. But a lot of women look better without makeup. I want to see women without makeup. I want to see women highlight their natural features. I want to see women, men too. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not looking at men. I'm looking at women, with all due respect. But I encourage men too to work on their features naturally too. But men ain't using makeup either. Not like that. I encourage women, because there's a lot of natural things women can do that they don't need makeup for, that you can clear your skin. Listen, wouldn't you rather have a permanent natural glow than you have to wake up every day and put it on? I know it gets tiring too. It does look good. It does. And it is fun. I do enjoy seeing it a lot of time. It is creative. I'm not knocking it at all. I'm not. But also too, you have to understand, right? The makeup that you're using is filled with chemicals. A lot of the makeup, you know. I know many of you may be doing your due diligence with the makeup, but a lot of makeup is filled with harmful chemicals that are disruptive to our skin. And listen, we got to understand, right? Anything you put on your skin is going to go into your body. Anything. Any chemical, anything at all, really. Our skin is absorbent naturally. So whatever you put in your skin is going to go into your body, into your system. So our women, men too, men got to be involved in this type of stuff, because we got to care about our women. Our women are putting on makeup that's filled with chemicals. You don't care about that? I care. I care about our women putting on chemically filled makeup. I don't want women walking around with shit like that. I don't. I want women to be as healthy as possible in the most natural way as possible. That's also a part of you know, one of my videos I'm gonna create going forward. Listen, men, we gotta support women. We do. Don't act like listen. Don't act like you hate women. A lot of men just got trauma. Let's keep it real. Listen, I love women. I don't know about you. I love women from the bottom of my heart. Even listen, I know there's a lot of women that done me wrong, fucked up shit to me, like for real, like real fucked up shit that you never come back from. I don't hate women. You can never. There's nothing anyone can do to me that will take my love for women away. It's rooted. It's locked in for life. I understand what's going on out here. We all going through trauma. We're all going through shit. Shit ain't fair for nobody. So we got to have a level of compassion. We don't have to, but I do because I understand what's going on. I have a level of compassion for everybody, even the people who do fucked up shit to me. Doesn't mean I gonna completely forgive you or give you a pass. I said I have a level of compassion. Why? Because I understand what oppressive forces that we're going through. I understand what traumas our childhood and our environments and our communities have put us through. Even if you don't know, I know. A lot of people are doing things to other people because of what they've been through. But we got to stop that. We got to stop that cycle. We got to break that cycle of harming people because you're hurt. Motherfucker, I'm hurt too. I'm illegally adopted. My family been hiding that from me. I found out in my late 30s that they were never my family. I don't know who my mother is. I don't know who my father is. Never met her. Never met him. People done try to kill me. People done stole from me, set me up, poisoned my food. I had razor blades in my food. I had a lot of fucked up shit happen to me. And I'm not out here every day looking to hurt people. I'm not out here every day trying to shoot niggas up. I could. I could very well do that. I could go out there right now and be on some bullshit and be on that type of time. But I'm only contributing to the destruction of that same pain and of that same cycle. Somebody got to break it. Somebody got to say it. And somebody got to commit to the right action. Doesn't mean I'm excusing the behaviors. It just means that I'm conscious enough to know that, all right, yeah, niggas did me dirty, but at the same time, right, I'm not giving niggas a pass, but I have a level of compassion and understanding that this shit is bigger. I see the bigger picture. This shit is deeper than just surface level, little emotional shit. I'm not as emotional as people may think that I am. A lot of people are going to find that out the hard way. I'm not. I can be a cold-blooded motherfucker if I choose to be. But I also choose to do this because it's a choice. Because I have a lot of anger. I have a lot of reasons to do a lot of crazy shit. I have a lot of reasons to get at a lot of people. I have a lot of reasons. I have a lot of motivation. I had a lot of motivation. But I choose to take that energy, that anger, that pain, the shit that people done to me, that fucked up shit people said about me and done to me. You know what I do? I choose to do something different. I choose to uplift my people, raise awareness. I choose to help people grow. I choose to grow myself. I choose to not be affiliated with no lame shit like that. Because I realize, right? History is not telling you the complete truth. like I've been saying, Fred Hampton, the Black Panthers, Malcolm X, Marcus Garvey, Bob Marley, many, many others were set up by their own people. They're not going to tell you that story. They're going to keep saying, yeah, the FBI, yeah, the CIA. Listen, trust me, I love my black people. I do. I'm not knocking my people. I'm going to always tell the truth and keep it really 100. My own people set me up. A lot of reasons why I'm in the situations that I've been in because of my own people. It's the truth. I'm not a victim. I'm not in no victim mentality. And no, I'm not blaming nobody either. It's just real shit. A lot of our own people are so jealous and envious enough that they're willing to sabotage a whole movement, potentially, just because they're jealous or envious, or just because someone will offer them a little bit of money. Listen, my people, we got to get away from this backstabbing. Take it like this, right? You could, I'm talking to you, whoever's listening right now, I'm talking to you. You could have a movement right now, right? You could positive movement, whole bunch of people, be growing, flourishing. All it would take, one person to accept a payment, accept an offer from someone else who don't like you, who wants to sabotage your business, your movement. All it takes is that person to secretly accept that offer that's affiliated with your movement to come in there and sabotage it. That's all it takes. That's all people have been doing. But they fail to speak about that. We got to start calling out and exposing these backstabbing ass motherfuckers. That's holding back our communities. That's holding back movements like the Black Panthers. Because it's not just the white man. It's not just the white man. The white man is a part of this problem. Our own people is another part of the problem. It's the truth. People don't want to talk about that though. I will. It's happening to me. I'm seeing it replay over and over again. This is all that's going on. People setting people up. All it takes is a payment. All it takes is someone to be jealous or envious or insecure. Now, a nigga will set you up just because they're insecure. Yes, they will. Somebody will kill you just because they're insecure. Yes, they will. Yes, they will. It's that dark. Just like they said, hell is empty. All the demons are here. I promise you. I swear to God, I promise you. It's true. I can show you. I can show you just by telling you some of the things that I've been through. And I will. All the demons are here. They're here. They're there too. But most of them are here. They're right here. In our communities, each city, each state, each country. That's where they at. They're not in hell. They're right here. They are, but they're here. They're right around you. They're at your convenience store. They're at the post office. They're at the community center. They're at the homeless shelter. They're at the police department. They're at the judicial system, the court office. That's where the demons is at. They're right around us. Within our friend circle, so-called friend circle. And I gotta tell you too, I gotta keep it real. I love my people, I do. Listen, I gotta tell you, a lot of my homies, a lot of people in the hood, a lot of your own people just waiting to backstab you, or waiting to line you up, waiting to set you up. Sorry to tell you, It's the truth. I hope and I hope you figure it out before they get their opportunity. I'm just keeping it real with you. That's what's going on in the hood. The hood is a ticking time bomb for everybody involved. Motherfuckers just plotting on you, waiting to set you up. Even if you think they fuck with you. All it takes is for you to get something that they want. All it takes is for them or someone else to treat you a certain way that they get jealous of. Oh, I want to be treated like that. Why I ain't treated like that? I don't know why they ain't treat me like that. Then they wouldn't need to blow your top off just because they ain't got they're not popular enough. Or something that isn't fulfilling their ego. See, a lot of people, I understand too, because a lot of our own people, we're rooted in unity. We're rooted in brotherhood. So that's why a lot of our brothers like that gang shit too. I understand. We rooted in that brotherhood, that affiliation. But we gotta learn how to make it healthy. We gotta learn how to make it work, not only for us, for our communities, for our people. We gotta start having some shit for us. The oppressors got all this shit for them. They got the FBI, they got the CIA, they got the law enforcement, they got all these things. What do we have for us? We ain't got not one thing. Not one. We can though. We have all the power to do so. But we're too distracted. We're too jealous. We're too hateful and envious of each other when we all could have some shit. We got to stop allowing ourselves to be lowered enough. We got to stop allowing our spirits to be compromised enough to backstab someone else for some money. It don't even matter for some money, for whatever the case may be. Because no one should be feeling a way where they need to backstab someone else to get something else. There's a problem with that. Because every man and every woman has the ability to go out there and get some shit for themselves. If you don't, I'm not saying it's going to be easy. I'm not saying you're not going to have trials and tribulations or some roadblocks. We all have the ability. We do. And we got to realize that we have the ability. We got to realize that we have the strength. We got to realize that we have the knowledge. And even if you don't got it, you can attain it. You can learn some shit. Even if you don't know nothing, even if you think that you don't know nothing, you can learn some shit. Anybody can learn. You got to know that. Hang your hat on that. If you can learn how to ride a bike, if you can learn how to fish, if you can learn how to shoot a gun, you can learn how to do anything. All it takes is practice. All it takes is dedication, discipline, a little effort. You ain't got to do it every day. Break it up. Little here, little there. Build up a consistency. It ain't easy. Well, shit wasn't easy for me either. It ain't easy for nobody. Fuck easy. Fuck that easy shit. Ain't nothing easy. Get easy out your head. Shit ain't easy. Everything hard. Just might as well just say everything's hard. So you'll be better prepared. But I want to encourage our people because we're taking each other out. And listen, I don't care if you think it's corny. I don't give a fuck what nobody got to say really, but I'm trying to encourage our people to do better. We don't have to always agree. We're not supposed to. We can agree to disagree. We're all supposed to have differences because within our differences, we're all learning from each other. Listen, we can't learn from each other if we're all on the same shit. We can't learn from each other if we're all thinking the same shit. We can't learn from each other if we're all doing the same shit. We got to be different. We got to come from different places. We got to come from different circumstances. We got to have different traumas, different pain, different strengths, different ability, different appearances. We got to be different. Because if we're all the same, how are we going to learn some shit? If we're all doing the same shit, like I said, how are we going to learn some shit? We can't. Maintain your difference. Accept yourself. You can grow. You can heal. You can do better. A lot of people are still regretful for some things that they did in the past. Well, I got to tell you, if you're not dead, you got a chance. You do. You know? You really do. If you're not dead, if whoever you believe in hasn't taken you off this planet already, it's probably trying to tell you something. If you holding on to some dark shit that you think you've been doing, you can overcome that. You can. Even if you killed someone, even if you did whatever you did wrong, right? You can come back for that. But the thing is, right, your heart got to be right. Your heart got to be in it. Your intentions got to be in it. You got to be authentic. You got to be pure. A lot of people are regretful and feel like they can't move forward in life for certain things that occurred in the past, certain things that transpired in the past. That's just bullshit. I'm not going to say it's bullshit because that's really what's going on with people. And, you know, I sympathize with that type of thinking. But you can. Life don't, and that's a part of realizing that life doesn't work the way that we were taught, especially from a religion standpoint. Because I gotta tell you, my people, that religion shit fucked a lot of us up. Fucked me up too. If you're thinking life if you're viewing life from a religion standpoint, only from the Bible, yeah, you're gonna be confused. I'm not saying that to down nobody. I'm not trying to take you onto no wrong path. I'm telling you the truth. If you're living life and viewing life and perceiving life strictly from a religious and biblical perspective, you're going to be confused. Because there's a lot more to life. There's a lot more to the story. There's a lot more going on. And even the government knows this. The government is utilizing this information and keeping it from you, keeping it from us, to control us, to keep us in these certain thoughts, these certain behaviors and actions. A lot of people are stuck in a mindset that they know they can free themselves just by learning some new information, just by freeing themselves from a belief. A lot of beliefs ain't true. See, I remember, right, because I was forced into religion. I wasn't never naturally religious. I was forced into that shit. When I got out of it, I'm glad I'm gonna lie. I'm glad I experienced religion because now I'm able to discern and I'm able to compare and contrast. I'm able to tell my experience. I know the difference. That's why I can speak like this. That's why I'm confident in what I'm saying and what I'm doing and where I'm going. Because I have direct experience in these things. Like I do read too, but 98%, 99% of the things that I learned is from direct experience, hands-on. Shit that happened to me. Not that I read. No. Shit happened to me. That's how I learned. I got fucked up in life. I got in fucked up situations. I've been through a lot of fucked up, dark shit. Shit that people won't even believe. And I want to guide people and I want to help people not go in those directions. See, I was never a bad person. It's just that you ain't gotta, listen, you ain't even gotta be a bad person to get into some shit. People gotta get away from that. A lot of people get into some shit because their attachments, because their reluctance to let go and to move on from people, from places, from relationships, from things. A lot of people strictly go out in the wrong direction because they're not confident in themselves to move forward away from some shit. I was one of those people. I realized that I should have moved away from family. I realized that I should have moved away from friends. I realized I should have moved away from certain jobs, certain career paths, certain opportunities. I realized that. And I encourage you to realize that too, because that's all it is, my people. It's realizations. It's understandings that we got to have. The right realization, the right understanding will change your life. It will. It will. It's not the action. It's the knowledge. After the knowledge, then it's the action. After you get the information and the understanding, then it's the action. It's the understanding first. People are thinking that they got to go out and do something. Oh, I got to do this. I got to do that. I got to work harder. Blah, 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 blah. You're burning yourself out. You're contributing to society's toxic normalizations. And you're burning yourself out. I was burning myself out. That's how I know. A lot of us, we're burning ourselves out just because we're thinking about things, we're believing things, we're into things and affiliated with things that are not true, that don't serve our highest good, that don't serve us at all, that we don't need. You don't need a religion. You don't. You got to think about it. Nobody was born religious. When we were born, when the first people were here, there was no religion. When the first people were here, there was no Christianity. When the first people were here, there was no Jesus. When the first people were here, there was no Bible or no books or none of that stuff. Where did it come from? How did it develop? When did it come to pass? These are the things that people need to think about. These are the questions that we need to ask. Someone put them there. Why did they put them there? For a reason. Who wrote this? Who said that? So why they did it? You gotta ask. You can't blindly believe stuff. People lie. You don't think the government lies? So, well, got a lot to learn then. A lot of things we don't need in life. A lot of your friends, you don't need them. A lot of them ain't not your friends anyways. A lot of your friends are using you. Yeah, they are. I gotta keep it real with you because I care about you. And people ain't gonna tell these things. People, they wasn't telling me. My friends were using me, was trying to set me up to be shot, to be killed, to be unalived. Yeah, that shit happened to me. Ain't nobody telling me. So guess what I'm doing? I'm breaking a cycle by telling you. A lot of your friends are looking to set you up. Especially if you got money. Women too. Women. A lot of women are jealous of you. Really are. It's ugly out here. A lot of women are jealous of other women. Their appearances, of their looks, of their ability to attract attention in men. It's not your fault. It's no one's fault. No one should be jealous. No one should be envious. No one should be hateful. Listen, it's ugly out here with this friend shit and this family shit. People are killing people because they're jealous. You got to watch what type of friends you got. You got to really see if they're really your friends. People are learning that, listen, you got to understand, people have been up under people for 20, 25 years, 30 years, calling them their best friend, their friend or family member. Whole time there was an op. There was an enemy for 30 years, 40 years, 25 years there was an op, secret competitor. Someone looking to sabotage their progress. An energy vampire, a parasite, a leech, a hater. For 25 years, 20 years or more. Shit crazy out here. People are actors. Some people are just actors. There are people who will act for 20 years. Yes, they will. If they benefit off of you, yeah, they will. If they benefit off of you, they will act until they suck you motherfucking dry. Until you die. Unfortunately. These people don't care about us. You got to understand that. It don't matter if it's family. Blood does not make you family. And that's where I went wrong too, my people, because I understand. Because a lot of us are fighting for our family members. Our motivation, our determination, the things that we're doing them for our family. A lot of you is doing it for your family. Whole time your family don't give a fuck about you. Whole time your family is only using you for money. Or for whatever it is they're using you for. You working hard, you going out here, grinding and striving for your family, for your friends. Whole time they're backstabbing you. Whole time they're gossiping and snickering behind your back and applying how they're going to take from you. We need to recognize and realize that there's family members, that there's friends that have been under us, that have been close to us for many, many years. Like I said, 20 years, 30 years or more. Never liked us. Always was jealous of us, was envious of us. Was a secret competitor and a hater. A lot of people that's around you right now, my people, they're just using you for your energy, for your money, for your popularity or your resources or whatever you got going on. They could just be using you, my people. We got to see through that. Because don't wait till the last moment you realize someone's using you, they done did some fucked up shit to you, and then you ready to do something crazy, then you end up in jail. Let's stop all that. Let's avoid that. When you realize that someone's been doing you dirty, that's been close to you this whole time, listen, don't do nothing to them. Don't. Listen, I'm not saying you're not a punk. Listen, I know you're not. You're not weak, you're not none of that. But the thing is, right, why should we throw our lives away? Listen, I got a lot of reasons to go out here and blow somebody's top off. I do. But why should I go do it and compromise my life, potentially end up in jail, just because of what someone else did to me? I could, but why would I want to do that? Then I got to run around, you know, looking around. No, that's not fair to us. Just because someone did something to you doesn't mean you always got to seek revenge. That's what they want you to do. Get out away from that revenge mindset. It's only taking you out on the deep end. It's only getting you locked up in jail. That revenge mindset, that anger, that pain. They playing on you though. A lot of people was playing on you, playing on your anger. They want you locked up. They want you in jail for years. They do. A lot of people is playing on your anger. And I know many of you got a lot of anger. We've been through a lot of shit. We've been through a lot of abuse. We've been through a lot of pain. We got reasons to have anger. You got reasons to have anger. A lot of it. But the thing is, right? They playing on that shit. They're antagonizing you. They fucking with you. They fucking with us. They're doing it on purpose so they can get you in situations where you can get yourself locked up forever. I'm trying to tell you. And law enforcement ain't no help because they joining right along with them. They ready to be right there with the cuffs, waiting for your ass to do some shit. A lot of people are waiting, are setting you up. Listen, my people, a lot of people know that you are with the shit. They know you're a crash out, whatever people want to say these days. They know that you'll go out here and you'll put the hands on somebody. You don't gotta prove that. It's time for our people to prove something else. Prove you can do some other shit. Prove you can not get yourself locked up in jail. Prove that you don't need to retaliate on somebody when somebody doesn't. Listen, if ain't nobody, listen, this is how I see it, right? If ain't nobody approaching me in a violent manner, trying to put their hands on me, yeah, I don't give a fuck. Listen, I'm not worrying about nobody. If you got to defend yourself with whatever you have to do. If you got to take somebody out because somebody trying to take you out, well, whatever. I ain't got nothing to do with that. I'm not. You got to do what you got to do what you got to do. But stop looking for revenge. Stop looking to retaliate on somebody. A lot of these motherfuckers know that you crazy, know that you will do do something to someone. They know you're not scared. They just playing on you so they can have you set up. They know, oh, okay, this nigga crazy. Oh, it's going to be easy. All we got to do is get him angry. We'll take him here. We'll get him angry. Boop, boop, bring him over here. Oh, yep, I'll start a fight with this person. Boop, 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 boop. Next thing you know, you don't end up shot about 20 people or did something crazy. Now you end up in jail. Or you don't compromise your life, your situation, or something you've been working hard for just because someone done pissed you off and you don't got a lot of bottled up anger. We got to deal with that differently, my people. So I'm trying to tell you, your own community, your own people, your own family, your own friends is looking to antagonize you, looking to bring that anger up out of you to try to get you in these type of positions, to try to get you locked up. I'm telling you, you don't want to be in jail. There's a lot more things that's going on in jail other than, the rape and all the violence that people need to be aware of, that they have no clue that be going on in jail. You ever hear about the people in jail that go missing out their cells, that are taken away by people randomly at night and just go missing? That really goes on in jail. It does. Could you imagine what they're doing to those people? Could you imagine where they're bringing those people to? This shit really happens. People go missing in jail. They do. And it's not because of the inmates. The inmates have nothing to do with that. They're the ones going missing. So could you imagine what's going on? You need to stay out of jail. Right now is not the time to be going to jail. It's not. Right now is not the time to be being a crash out. People need to stop trying to prove shit. I gotta prove that I'm tough. Or I gotta prove I can. You don't gotta prove shit. You ain't gotta prove to nobody that you can get out here and act crazy. You're only putting yourself into potential situations where your life and your freedom can be compromised. Stop doing that, my people. If someone is not physically trying to harm you or fuck you up or run you over with a car or stab you or shoot you, by all means, let it go. If you got to defend yourself, then okay, all right, then say, okay, all right, it's time to defend myself. All right, get to work, throw your hands. Fight like you never fought before. Only when it's that time, though. Don't be out here looking for fights. You understand? You know, a lot of people ain't fighting. A lot of people is doing that. A lot of people is doing that. A lot of people is doing that. You know what that is? Slipping foreign matters in your food, drink, or drug of choice. Or drink of choice. A lot of people put things in your food. This is what's going on in our communities, my people. I know this has been a long live, and I appreciate anyone and everyone who's been listening and been tuning in. But there's a lot of dark shit that's going on in our communities. And by the way, I'm from Springfield, Massachusetts. Anybody that's been just, tuning into this video, I've been talking about the dark things that's been playing out in each city, state, and community in America. I'm talking about organized crime. I'm talking about trafficking. I'm talking about murders for life insurance policies. I'm talking about witchcraft and spell work in people's foods, drinks, in their drugs, in their alcohol. Women, men, children coming up missing, and law enforcement and people of high profile authority and status knowing exactly where they're going. How could they not? With all these people going missing. So, I'm glad. I thank everybody for listening. I've been going for a long time. This is the longest live I've ever did in my life, but it's the first time for everything. I will be making more lives after this, and I just want to encourage you all to, like I said, I want to end this on a positive and a very mature note, because I feel like there's not enough maturity in life. Like I said, I care about my people. I care about each country. I care about everybody. I care about white people, black people, Spanish, Jamaican, Haitian, whoever you are. I care about you, even if you don't give a fuck about me. I have a level of care. Just don't fuck with me. I want everybody to know that you can grow. I want everybody to know that you can heal. I want everybody to know that you can achieve the things that you always wanted to achieve, even if things have gotten in the way of that, even if people have gotten away with that, even if situations or family or friends or relationships have gotten away with that. Even if you got into a marriage that didn't work out, or any relationship, or a career, anything you got into that didn't work out, you can get out of it. You can grow. You can heal. You can improve. But you got to make that choice. Just like I make the choice, you can make the choice. See, I got a lot of anger, my people. But I choose to alchemize and use my anger for the greater good. I want you to choose to use your anger, to choose your pain, your trauma for your greater good. Put that anger and pain into your dreams. Put that anger and pain into yourself, not into your kids. There's no disrespect for anybody who has children. You got to fulfill yourself first. When you're full, then with that fulfillment, with self, you're able to fulfill any and everything outside of yourself. But you got to fill yourself up first. That's what I encourage people to do. Love yourself. Care about yourself. There's a lot of motherfuckers out here that don't care about us. There's a lot of people out here that will do anything to us, that will gossip about us, that will treat us any type of way. But we got to be the ones to set the standard for ourselves each and every day. Set the foundation. Love yourself. Speak positive things to yourself. Know that you are trying. Know that you are working on yourself. Know that you are healing. Know that you are growing. Know that you are not perfect, and it's not about perfection. It's about effort. It's about intention. It's about authenticity. It's about integrity. Wherever you are at in life right now, it don't matter if you've been through the darkest roads in life. I promise you, I can resonate with you. You can improve. You can get out of any circumstance that you're in. You can get out of any situation that you're in that you don't want to be in. You can get out of it. You may not see it now, but I'm encouraging you right now because that's where I've been before. I knew I could get out of it. I'm encouraging you. You can do it too. You got to see it. See yourself getting out of these mindsets. See yourself getting out of these behaviors, these thoughts. Listen, there ain't nothing wrong with people that's been through shit. Even if the shit listen, we all do some shit that's fucked up. So what? But if you choose to not want to do that shit no more, these are the people that I want to be around. These are the people I want to speak to. It's not about perfection. We all can do better. We all can achieve better. But we got to start doing it. We got to start somewhere. You can't do it until you start somewhere. A lot of people ain't starting nowhere. A lot of people listen to what I'm saying, take all this good information, and then after they'll just forget about it. You got to keep it going every day. You have to build up consistency, a repetition. Like my people, I started playing football, but I ended up playing basketball for my career, which is crazy. I hated basketball. How did I end up playing basketball? I didn't even know nothing about it. Didn't even know how to play it. But I learned. I was nervous as shit. I'm gonna say that for another video, but that's the story. Like, if you don't know how to do something, if you don't know how to overcome something, if you don't know how to get out of something or move on from something, you have to know that you can learn how to do so. You can, even if you don't, listen, even if you don't know how to do it, you can learn how to find the information on how to do it. Don't matter if you don't know how to. Don't matter if you don't know where to start. You're going to be led on what to do. What needs to start is your intentions. That's what we need to be focused on. Start your intentions. Start the intentions of saying every day, all right, whatever you want to do, whatever you want to grow, whatever you want to work on, whatever you want to achieve, whatever you want to get better on, all right, I know it ain't going to be easy. I know it ain't going to be no simple road, but I can achieve this. You gotta really say that to yourself. Because if you don't say it to yourself, a lot of us don't have, listen, we've got to keep it real. A lot of us are not confident enough in ourselves to make certain moves, to make certain changes. But we can be. You can. But you got to start with those affirmations. Those affirmations build that confidence up. Say it to you every day. Anytime you have a thought of insecurity, of low confidence, counteract that with a phrase, with a word. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like for example, sometimes, like before when I would go through some stuff, I'm like, damn, man, I would get down. But what I would do now, like, fuck that. I got this shit. I can do this. You have to say to yourself that you can do it. Like, shit gonna hit you. Shit gonna piss you off. Shit gonna aggravate you. People gonna aggravate you. People gonna make you want to put the paws on them. People gonna make you want to fight them. People gonna make you want to shoot them or harm them. I'm not promoting none of that behavior. I'm just keeping it real. People gonna make you want to do something to them. But you got to understand why you should not. You got to understand why we need to master ourselves, our emotions, our feelings, our thoughts, because we have to understand that that's what they want. The energy, anger is very powerful emotion. It really is. People are benefiting off of you being angry. That's what a lot of this is about. A lot of people don't understand yet on how that's possible, but I'm trying to tell you, my people, the life that they taught you, especially if you're viewing it from a religious or biblical perspective, you're missing a lot of information. And a lot of people are benefiting off of anger. Anger is a very strong emotion, and a lot of people in the world are angry, past and present. There's a lot of angry energies out here in the world. And with that anger, that amount of anger, people are able to use and harvest some of that anger, a lot of that anger, and they're able to utilize that for themselves or for whatever they got going on. You know, that's for another video and stuff like that. But that's why I'm trying to say, man, we got to manage our anger. You know, you don't always need anger management. You don't need anger management. You don't. You need to learn how to manage your anger yourself. You do. I'm gonna keep it real with you, and you can do it. You need to learn how to manage your anger yourself. If you don't know how to do it, like, I'm going to be helping people anyway, because this is what I do. You know, I want to help the people that want to be helped. But I also want to help the people that's not going to lie to me. I want to help the people that's not going to be a backstabber. I want to help the people that's not inauthentic. Because a lot of people out here that's looking to fuck people over. Well, there's people out here that's authentic and that's really genuine and trying to help uplift their lives. The people that's really giving you information, that's really trying to take time to support you or help you in any type of way, those are the people that really help you. Those are the people that's really caring about you and really have care for you if you really think about it. It's not the people that's, doing that other stuff. It's these people. We got to do better, my people. We got to do better because we can do better. You want a better relationship? You can get a better relationship. You want a better career? You can get a better career. But I encourage you to work for yourself. This is another part of life. And it's learning that, listen, we can only work a job, and I'm gonna stop this because I don't know how long I'm going. I don't know. Sure, I gotta eat. I gotta do some shit. I'll get back on another live, but we got to I forgot what I was gonna say, but to end this, my people, just know that whatever you're going through, because I know a lot of you are going through some shit, man. I really are. You're going through some dark shit. Your family, your friends, your relationships. I want to encourage you, it's okay to talk about it. And I want you to know that you're not the only one going through these type of things. I may not be going through the same thing that you're going through, but many of us have gone through similar occurrences and similar experiences. And we can resonate with you. We can resonate with fucked up family. We can resonate with fucked up relationships. I also encourage you to make a video. Like, anybody who's listening right now, everybody out here has been through something. I encourage you, try to do it this week. Make a video, even if it's just one. Make a video telling your experience about something you've been through, something you overcame, or you want to raise awareness about something. Make a video, because especially if you have low confidence, something like that is paramount in building confidence. That's one of the things that helped me, because, I always knew that I needed to speak, and I was led to speak, and people told me, oh, you need to start talking and speaking more and saying this, saying that, and I was always quiet and reserved into myself. And like I said, this is the most I've ever spoken in my life. And I know that a lot of people that are just meeting me and, who don't know me probably don't, well, no, it sounds like he's been speaking forever, but no, I was very quiet. I was quiet and really reserved into myself, so I had to learn all these things. And a lot of people who do know me that I am cool with will tell you that, It will tell you that I was quiet. I had to learn these things. Like, I was going through a lot of shit too. That's why I'm sitting here telling you that it don't matter what you've been through. Whatever you've been through, you can grow through out of it. But you can only grow through it so as long as you choose to stop going through it. Which means that you gotta cease it. You gotta stop it. You can't keep the pattern going. You can't keep the cycle going. You gotta be willing to stop it. And a lot of people ain't willing to do that. I'm just keeping it real. A lot of people will say that, oh, I'm willing to make a change, and they'll end up going back and doing the same thing. It's okay. It's a part of life. But that's what I'm telling you. The reason why we're going back towards certain things we're trying to get out of is because we're not practicing. Just like basketball. You want to get better at something, you want to build up a habit, you have to practice it. You ain't got to do it every day, but you got to build up a schedule of some form of consistency. 3 days a week, 4 days a week. Start at 1 day, 2 day. You have to start somewhere and build up and keep going. Don't start somewhere and stop. You can stop, but you got to get back on that shit. Take a break too. Breaks are mandatory. But don't go no more than 2 days without a break. You know? Some of you need a lot more rest as well. You need to rest. Listen, I know about trauma. I do. You know? Don't let these looks fool you. I'm a very knowledgeable brother. I am. I'm humble. I don't think I know everything. I don't. I don't know everything. I don't at all. A lot of things I need to learn. A lot. But I know a lot of shit. I learned a lot of shit. And I'm gonna learn a lot of shit. And I want to help people with whatever I can. I'm not gonna tell you everything because I would be doing a disservice to your spirit. And I would never do that. You gotta learn on your own. But I will help people with I can help people with. Guidance. Support. Not holding your hand. Not gonna just tell you some shit. But I will support you. And I will help you. Especially if you're trying to, it comes from a real place. You know? I'm a real nigga. Like, for real, I am. Like, real niggas do shit like this. Real niggas heal. You know? I'm getting away from the nigga word, but, we're from the hood. This is how a lot of us talk. But we do got to get away from that nigga word, too. But I've got to tell you, real niggas heal. Real niggas help people. Real niggas uplift their community. Real niggas care about their women. Real niggas love their women. They people. Real niggas care about the animals, the environment. Real niggas uplift people. They don't harm people. They don't fuck people over or fuck people up. Real niggas do real shit. I'm talking about positive shit. I'm talking about revolutionary shit. I'm talking about evolutionary shit. Everybody want to be famous for killing somebody, getting a body, or doing something tragic or something terrible to somebody. When is somebody going to be famous for doing something positive? When is somebody going to be famous for uplifting somebody? When is somebody going to be famous for changing somebody's life? When is somebody going to be famous for promoting positivity? I don't give a fuck about being famous. I give a fuck about making an impact. A positive one. I care about real shit. That's the shit I care about. A lot of people is caught up on money. Like I said, there ain't nothing about money. There ain't nothing wrong with money. There ain't nothing wrong with cars. There ain't nothing wrong with women or men, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you choose for your preference. There ain't nothing wrong with jewelry or none of this shit. But a lot of motherfuckers are living for this shit. They're living for the surface level shit. Listen, it's a contradiction. We are a spirit in depth that's living for surface level shit. Could you listen to how that sounds? We are spirits of depth. And many of us are living for surface level shit. Ain't it a shame? But I'm not knocking nobody because I resonate with my people. We all have been tricked. We all have been lied to. We all have been deceived by the government, by our families, by the system, by people, by places, by things, by energies. That's why I don't blame nobody. That's why I don't hold it against nobody. Because I know the bigger picture. I know what's going on. I know what's been going on. I know what's happening out here. Truly, I know what's happening out here. I do. I know on a real deep level, I know what's happening out here. That's why I'm trying to encourage you people. I'm trying to encourage men, women, children to get on a shit. Get out of this hood shit. Get out of this hood mentality. Get out of this money is everything. Get out of this looking for men, looking for women, looking for sex. Get out of this looking for image, popularity. There's nothing wrong with it. Don't live for it. That's all I'm saying. Don't make it your focus. You have more to you than surface level shit. You got intelligence. You got a brain. You got a heart. You got a spirit. You got gifts. You got knowledge. We as people have to stop settling. And most people, when they hear settling, they think about relationships. Nope. You got to stop that too. That's really true. We do have to stop settling with relationships because a lot of people are settling in relationships and are not happy. But we're going to say that for another video. But we got to stop settling with ourselves. We are settling with ourselves. We are settling with just living in poverty. We are settling with just allowing people to treat us any old type of way. We are settling with dealing with family members and friends who only want to use us for our energy, for our money, for our resources, and whatever they can use us for. A lot of these people, a lot of these friends and family are actors. You know that, right? They're actors. Anybody who's using you or benefiting off of you, they're acting. They're acting like they're your family member. They're acting like your friend. Get away from them motherfuckers. Because they're going to piss you the fuck off, and you're going to want to slap the hell out of them or do something else, and then they're going to compromise your situation. You get away from them before that happens. Manage your anger. Like I said, people are going to do things to you directly because, listen, it's not about proving you can get out here and fight somebody. We all can get out here and fight. None of us can beat everybody up. I can't beat everybody up. No, you can't either, my nigga. You can't. I can't either. Nobody can. Let's get out of that. It's not about that. We ain't got to prove nothing. If somebody putting their hands on you, it's different. Knock a nigga out. It's different. But we have to be able to, listen, as men, right? As men, we all have to be able to handle situations in multiple types of ways, not just one way. You mean to tell me, women too, everybody, anytime you get into an argument, right, you can't be ready to fight. You can, if you want to. It's up to you. It's your life. But be prepared to what comes with that. Be prepared. Because there's a lot of tough guys I've been seeing already with that mentality. And a lot of tough guys like that with that mentality, they're not here. I'm sorry. I'm sure you know that, though. I ain't got to tell you that. I ain't got to tell nobody that, really. But a lot of people with the mentality to think that they can beat everybody up or they're going to, you don't want the tough guy. A lot of people like that ain't here. And a lot of people still out here every day with that mentality. They ain't going to be here, my nigga. They not. They not. They ain't going to be here. You got to get away from that mentality. Because you got to understand, a lot of people here are not willing to fight. A lot of people are cowards. And they will pick up a gun and they will blow your top off. And it don't take someone who's tough to do that. Someone could be scared. And if you threaten them, you bullying them or trying to do something to them, they ain't going to fight you. They might just shoot you or something else. This is the reality of life. You can't be willing to fight everybody. You have to be prepared to. That's different. Preparation is different from action. Being prepared to fight doesn't mean you got to go out here and fight everybody. It means if shit pops off, you have to defend yourself. Use violence as a last case resort. You can't be, we all angry, But just because you're angry doesn't mean you gotta fight everybody just because someone piss you off. That make no sense. You know, fight, walk around, oh, everyone, someone who makes you mad, you're gonna fight them? You're gonna run into some real shit. Life is gonna get ugly for you if you going out here with that mentality. It don't matter where you at. I don't care where you at. If you're out here thinking you're going to enact violence on everybody you come across that pisses you off, someone's gonna blow your top off. I'm not saying it's me. Someone will. Niggas ain't going through that shit. Ain't going for that. It's real. Just keep it real. So all I'm saying is, right, it's not about being scared. We need to manage our anger, my people. We got to manage our anger. We have nothing to prove. Too many of our people are going off, getting locked the fuck up, being murdered, or paralyzed, shot up, stabbed up, beat up, harmed, physically impaired permanently just because of their anger. Locked up 25 years, 50 years in jail just because of their anger. I'm not saying you don't have a reason to be angry. You do. You do have a reason. You have every right to be angry, my people. I see what they do. They antagonize you. They push you in a corner. Relationships, friends, family fuck with you. Yeah, I understand. I really do. They did it to me too. But I'm trying to tell you what's going to happen if you don't manage your anger. I already know what's going to happen. I've been there already. Many of you already have too. A lot of people are not able to make videos like this because they have allowed their anger to do the thinking for them. You got to do the thinking for you. Never allow your anger to do the thinking for you. Or even your happiness. You always have to be in control of every emotion. We do. Never allow your ego to think for you. Never allow your emotions to think for you. Be in a balanced state. Anger is viable. Happiness is viable. But excess of either one in action can be detrimental. You got to balance it. A balance of anger, happiness, and all the other emotions is a effective formula within balance. A lot of people are imbalanced with their anger. They're not balanced. You got to get in balance. You need an outlet. A lot of you need to take up boxing. A lot of you need to take up mixed martial arts. A lot of you need to go exercise or work out. A lot of you need to go play a video game. A lot of you need to go paint or sing or design something or create something or build something. Take that anger, right? Put it in to a gift, a talent, a skill, or something that you want to attain. Put that in there. I know it's difficult. It's not easy. But we're not speaking, listen, nothing's easy. Let's get away from that easy shit. Fuck that easy shit. Nothing's easy. Fuck easy. Shit's hard. You doing hard shit. Life is hard. It's going to be even harder if we don't do some of the shit that I'm trying to tell you to do. Because I care about my people. I'm not going to sit here like these other people out here in the world and sit here and tell you some bullshit and tell you some lies and tell you some shit that's not going on out here and there's some shit that's not really going to help you. Everything, I promise you, I swear to God, every video that I make and I have made, I promise you, you can take something out of it and it's going to benefit you. And it's going to be nothing but real shit. Because that's what I'm here for. That's my focus. A lot of people handed me some fake shit. My friends handed me fake shit. My family handed me some fake shit. My community handed me some fake shit and gave me some fake shit. Fuck fake shit. Fuck fake niggas. Fuck fake energy. Fuck fake everybody. Now I don't know, and not I know hateful shit. But also I'm good with that. I'm more interested in my higher self, my highest good, my growth mindset. I'm interested in my ability to move forward. I'm interested in coming out of oppression and oppressive mindsets and oppressive ways of living and thinking and behaving. That's what I'm interested in. Because like I said, it's a choice, my people. I could easily go out here and shooting people up, fighting, violence, getting revenge on the people that have done me wrong. But it's a choice to not do that. It's a choice. It is. It is a choice. I choose to not take revenge. I choose to not to go blow someone's top off. I choose to not to go violate someone who violated me. You know what I'm choosing? I'm choosing to uplift. I'm choosing to grow. I'm choosing to encourage people with the experiences that was handed to me. I'm choosing to hand them down to others to hopefully encourage them to not make some of the choices I was thinking about making, or some of the choices that I already have made. That's what it's about. That's a part of alchemy. That's how a motherfucker show you that they care about you. Someone that's trying to help you by giving you some information to keep you out of a situation or away from a pitfall or a trap that they done been through, or they saw that they don't want you to go through, because they know that if you go down this road, you're going to go run right into it. We don't have enough people like that. We used to have a lot of people like that. A lot of our elders, not even just elders. A lot of people from all different walks of life was like this, was willing to uplift and encourage and support someone. We ain't got too many people like that. We got a lot of people out here that's ready to backstab, that's ready to manipulate, that's ready to steal, that's ready to fuck people over. That's what we got. It's not everybody. It's too many. So what we got to do is we got to restore the balance to where we have the energies that we need out here that's on the growth mindset shit. People think that you got to be negative. You got to be in some bullshit in order to get money. You don't. You don't got to rob nobody to get money. You don't got to fraud nobody to get money. You don't got to fuck nobody over or steal from somebody or set somebody up or put a life insurance policy on somebody to get money. If you do think you got to do that, then I question your whole perception of life. I question it. I do. If you think that, or anybody who thinks that way. Because motherfucker, you may be thinking about doing that to my family. And I'm not going to say too much, but I'm not having nobody thinking they're going to do that to me or to my family. I'm not having it. I'm not scared to die. I'm defending myself or anybody I love with anything I got and everything that I got. Especially for anybody who think they're going to come take anything from me, especially in my life. Whew, boy. You're going to see fire before you put me out. I promise you. In a different type of way. We got to treat ourselves better by simply keeping ourselves out of certain places that you know that you shouldn't be in, or you know that could contribute to a mindset or thought or behavior that you don't want to be in. We got to get away from people, or stay away from people, keep away from people that we know that's going to put us in a mindset or contribute to a behavior or an action that we don't want to be in or affiliated with. Point is, we got to start setting boundaries. We got to maintain those boundaries. We got to stand on those boundaries. That people, listen, my people, I've been doing this for a long time, this live. I got to say this last part because I got to use the bathroom too. So to end this, right? I'm going to end this right here and I'll get back on. I appreciate every one of y'all for listening and tuning in from the bottom of my sometimes cold heart. My people, I care about you. We have to treat ourselves better by simply, it's that simple, simply keeping our energy away from, you already know what's going to happen if you go to certain places. You already know what's going to happen if you're affiliated with certain energies, certain people, certain environments. You already know what's going to happen. So if you know what's going to happen, keep yourself away from it. That's all I'm saying. If you are conscious and aware of what can potentially happen if you commit to a certain action, thought, or behavior, think about that before you do it. Before you make that move, sit in silence, think about it, consciously think about it. Is this really what I want to do? Is this really, because you got to care about yourself. Fuck what everybody's thinking about. Fuck what about other people feel. You got to care about how you feel, because you got to be a little selfish with this. Because I'm saying that because we're not selfish enough with our self-care, with loving ourselves. Because a lot of us have been people pleasing too much. That's why we get into this bullshit with these people. That's why we're allowing ourselves to be over here with this person. That's why we're allowing ourselves to be over here with these people in these places that we shouldn't be around. We people pleasing. Fuck people pleasing. People please your motherfucking self. Thou shalt not please no motherfucking body until thou please thyself. That should be a commandment. I'm gonna write that down. Please yourself. Love yourself. Set boundaries. If you don't want to go somewhere, you ain't gotta go. Tell them, no, I don't want to go. If you don't want to do something, I don't want to do it. That's all you gotta say at one time. You don't want to get into no arguments. I'm not arguing. Stand on your boundaries. Say no. A lot of you haven't said no enough. Practice saying no. Walk around. No. No. Say no. Say no. Tell them no. Set boundaries. Healthy boundaries. You don't got to be rude. You don't got to be disrespectful. You don't got to be standoffish. You don't got to be nothing. You just got to be firm and vocal. No, thank you. I'm good. I'm all set with that. A lot of us have not stayed in our boundaries enough. A lot of us have not spoken up for ourselves enough. And we need to practice. We do. I needed to practice. So I started practicing. And through practicing, this is the result of what I got through my work, through my practicing. I'm able to speak like this. I was never able to speak like this. I wasn't. Not confidently within myself. I wasn't. I'm telling you, my people, I was never confident to speak like this. Doing a video, doing a live, I was always fearful of public speaking, even on a video. I was. I'm telling you, I was. I really was. Oh, doing a video? Oh, no, I'm not doing that. No, not me. I'm not doing a video. I'm good. Look where I'm at now, motherfuckers. I'm making videos. I got like 3 or 4 platforms. In the totality, I probably got like, I don't know, I got easily over 2,000 videos. Look at me now. I'm proud of myself, but I want you to be proud of you. I want each and every one of you to be able to say, it's not the end of your journey. Even at the end of the day or the end of the week, at the end of the month, I want you to be able to say, I'm proud of myself. Because I've been working on growing. I've been working on healing. I want people to be able to be proud of themselves. Be proud of yourself. You should be able to be proud of yourself. Every day, you should have reasons to be proud. You should. If you don't, find some immediately. Find something to be proud of. Find something to be grateful for too. Gratitude is the best attitude. I thank you for listening. Truly. I will be back with more videos. But like I said, I've been talking about self-care and taking time for self. Now it's time for me to take time for myself, because I've been doing this live video for a very long time, and I enjoy interacting with you all. I appreciate and I'm grateful humbly for everyone who has been listening and tuning in. I will be back very soon, probably tonight, but I got to take a brief moment and a break. Much love, much respect. The revolution will be televised, and I encourage you all to get on your growth mindset shit. Keep healing, keep growing, keep improving, and always believe that you can come up out of whatever darkness that you're going through. Peace.